Hello, everybody, and welcome to our 3D market commentary. This is our weekly edition of the market commentary. Today it's April 3rd, 2023. This is week 14, and my name is Jose Blasco. It is my pleasure, as always, to spend a few moments helping to prepare for the week ahead. Today is Monday. Equity markets will open in an hour time. And again, always a healthy moment to spend together looking at key markets so we can plan ahead properly. You will see me utilize information that we publish on our Before the Bell in 3D newsletter that you can find on LinkedIn. I will use it a little bit as a guide. For example, we're going to go through a 3D approach, which I will explain in a moment what it means. And we're going to look at 5 key markets. Again, we're going to do this using real-time charts. But at the same time, for the ones of you that may not be able to join us every Monday, and and you like to have this information handy somewhere on your inbox or on our LinkedIn page, so you can certainly subscribe to the newsletter, which is free, and you get that sent to you. So the first market that we're going to analyze is the S&P 500. Again, as I said a moment ago, it's going to be 5 key markets: S&P 500, crude oil, gold, the US dollar, and the bakkt Bitcoin. So we'll start with equities, S&P 500, and what we can see here is that we are dealing with an up climate. So up climate is identified statistically utilizing AutoClimate, which, by the way, is a free tool that you will find on our website. And as you can see, for some time now, we have a blue climate, which is a market moving up. It's an up climate. But notice that a few days ago, I remember that was the case last Monday when we met, we were dealing with a non-confirmed climate with those thin dots, which finally, since a few days ago, confirmed with those thicker dots. So again, AutoClimate tells you more about what's the market condition from a statistical point of view. It's not about a subjective approach to what's happening. It's simply statistics, at work, and that obviously, while it's not a guarantee, like anything in trading, it's definitely a very good guide. Focusing on statistics, will make sure that more often than not you are on the right side of the market. So up climate in the case of the S&P, and then even more important than the climate itself is where are the on-field orders, the UFOs, where are those UFOs? And you can see that we got sell on-field orders a little higher, buy on-field orders a little lower, green UFO, green flying saucer, that's buy on-field orders, red UFO, red flying saucer, that's sell on-field orders. And as you can see, they are located at 42.58 or 40.39.5. So what's the expectation? Well, the expectation is if the S&P was to come down to this price point, the sell on-field orders would kick in, and the on-field orders to buy getting filled would imply or very likely generate a movement to the upside. The opposite is true when we get to the red zone, the red UFO. Those sell on-field orders would get filled, injecting a lot of selling pressure in the marketplace, and we would expect a movement to the downside starting at these price points. So in other words, another way to say this is that those UFOs are very powerful to be used when it comes to tools to set or define entries and exits in your trades. Okay, very good. So anyway, coming back to the data I was sharing with you here, so we got sell on field orders 42.58, buy on field orders 40.39.5, and then the third dimension of our analysis is what we call the expected moves. And what that means is that we are looking at the options prices, in this case not the charts but the options prices, and we kind of take those options pricing models, we reverse engineer them, and this is an oversimplification of what we really do, but basically we take that the prices of the options and we extract what is the expected move in a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. And in that sense, we concluded today that the S&P is expected to move 48 plus points per day, 107 plus points a week, or 222 plus points per month. This is either up or down. This is not direction like the climate or the UFOs are. This is speed of movement in whatever direction the market ends up moving. Okay, so volatility has contracted across the board, across the 5 markets that we are observing. The next one in line is crude oil, as you can see. Well, we have a very interesting price movement in crude oil today, as you are about to see. The implied volatility has also contracted a little bit compared to the last week. So, spectacular move here on crude oil. We can see this very big jump in price. That was the close last Friday, open on Sunday night or Monday morning, depending on where you are in the world. It's all the way up here. So, pretty powerful jump. Oil is trading as we speak at 5.96% up compared to the close on Friday. That's definitely impactful. We are in an up climate, and the sell on field order is located at 84.06. The buy on field order is located at 74.37. So going back to the notes here, and now I'm moving a little faster through the presentation since I already explained what the components are. So we are talking about an up climate. Sell on field orders located at 84.06, buy on field orders located at 74.37, and speed of movement more or less the same as the last week, 2.04 points a day, 4.48 points a week, 9.33 points per month. Those would be the expected moves. Gold, we are looking at gold futures right now. So we are talking about an up climate as well. Let me load gold so we can see real time. So here is gold, here are the UFOs. So we are dealing with an up climate. Okay, this is the up climate that we are having. And by the way, let me make a bit more space in the bottom part of the screen so you can see a bit more of the climate data. I think this is better for you guys. So up climate, sell on field orders, as you can see, we are not displaying any non-available, right? And buy on field orders located at 1942.5, which is this particular UFO right here. In other words, if gold was to fall from the current price to 1942, the expectation would be a turning point around these price points. Okay. Speed of movement, implied volatility, 21 points a day, 47 points a week, almost 100 points a month. Again, that is the expected move, speed of movement, either up or down. Next one, the US dollar index, extremely relevant market, which is in a down climate, fighting to change its climate, actually. Fighting to change its climate, you can see that the direction, it's certainly going down, but you can see that, it kind of stopped there since, over a week now. That's why I said fighting to change its climate, but so far it's not happened yet. You can see auto climate is still giving you a red indication, which means technically speaking, based on statistics, the climate is still down. So we have a down climate with sell on field orders located at 103.89 right there, and the buy on field orders located right here at 100.675. So again, when looking at the real-time chart, you can see them here: red UFO, green UFO. We are more or less in the middle of nowhere right now in this particular market, so we need to wait for either new UFOs to show up, which this could happen anytime. It would look like this, okay, for the ones of you not using the tools yet. So let's say buy on field orders are identified by the technology. So next thing you know, a new green circle would show up, something like that. Okay, now this is me just artificially drawing a circle, so you kind of get my point, even though it's not being plotted by our auto UFOs patented technology yet, and therefore, unless you change time frame, which you could certainly do that. In this time frame, waiting is probably the smart action. 0.59 points per day, 1.29 points per week, 2.69 points per month. That is the expected move, and it's similar to the one we had last week, a little quieter if you wish. Next market to analyze is Bitcoin, which is still in an up climate, even though today the Bitcoin it's moving down more or less aggressively. Bitcoin is down 3.26% as we speak. So there may be a potential change of climate. It has not happened yet. Okay, it's still blue. Probably if it changes the climate on the Bitcoin, it's probably going to be due to a change of climate on the dollar. So you may get to see the dollar becoming red the dollar becoming blue and the Bitcoin becoming red. So this is to be watched. Okay. Sell on field orders located a little bit higher at 29,432, and the buy on field orders like the last week, we are still in the same price point at 24,800. That's what we have. Okay, the speed of movement 1187 points per day, 2614 points per week, 5442 points per month. That is the expected move. So we're going to look at economic reports in a second. Before we do, please allow me to rephrase something that I think clarifies what we do as a company. Many of you probably know this already, but for the ones of you who are newer to our community, hopefully this is useful. So the way we operate basically is that we are a technology provider. This is our bread and butter, providing trading technologies for traders. But of course, while our technologies are great and patented and all of this and intelligent and all of the above, the fact is that if we were not to provide support around this technology, we would not really help. So in this sense, we have courses as well as we do live trading, we do coaching. Today, for example, later today at 10:30 a.m. New York time, we are doing open meetings, which the open meetings can be seen by everyone on our website just by having a username on the website, which is something free for everybody, so you can just join our open meetings. So again, you can take a look at our website and you will see more details there, and feel free to email us. Email me, you have my email as well on the screen, so you can get in touch with me anytime. This week, it's gonna be a holiday on Friday, isn't it? So Good Friday, so that is obviously going to have an impact on the market with a little bit less liquidity. Having said that, careful, don't be too confident about things, because we still have the non-farm payroll being reported on the Friday, and also in Canada on the Thursday, but also other key numbers like the Australian and as well as the New Zealand, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, no, I am mistaken. Sorry about that. For whatever reason, I got confused. No, I'm not mistaken. New Zealand. Here we go. The Australian and the New Zealand interest rates as well are being reported. So again, those are all important figures, and depending on the markets that you trade, they may generate impacts, even though this week may be a bit quieter, given the fact that there is an important holiday which is celebrated worldwide, I would say, or in many, many countries. Okay, so keep that in mind. And then, in case you don't know, we have a book. It's called Mystery to Mastery series. The one I have on the screen is the one about Forex, which I recommend everybody to read, even if you don't trade Forex, because in the end, whatever you trade is a currency. If you trade stocks and you pay 20 for the stock you bought, it's $20, which is a currency. So again, this book is certainly useful for all traders of all sorts, even though for sure for the Forex traders maybe have a little extra advantage, but it could certainly help everyone. We are definitely proud to have been designated #1 new release in Amazon in 3 categories. That's nice. We can brag about this. And also, just for you to know, if you purchase our book, which is available on paperback or ebook format as well, you get access to one of our courses as well as 3 months of auto UFOs without you needing to subscribe to it. And the book, by the way, is as low as $3.88, where we are really trying to help the uneducated traders out there in the world to be exposed to proper tools and proper materials to develop their skill. And you have 3 months to practice with the tools, so at least you get to find out if trading is for you or not, instead of just not taking it seriously. Anyway, with all of this said, we are done with our presentation for today. It's always, of course, a pleasure for me to be part of this and to get to say hello to every one of you on Monday as the week begins. So have a good trading week ahead. Keep up the good work. We are here to help. And for the ones of you joining me later in the open meetings, see you later, and looking forward to having a nice conversation later on. Take care, everybody. See you soon. Bye-bye.